YouTube parts. Jack Spade back here with you, High Noon Leatherworks, for another leather adventure. And today we're going to do a little leather hat patch project. And I'm going to be using the laser engraver, and I'm going to be using this hat heat press. So I'll show you everything that I'm using in this process, and we'll see how it turns out. So come on in and let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm using a 5-watt laser engraver. Here's my laptop, and it is free software that you can download. And this is just an iguana JPEG image that I got off the free images on the internet. Now, you can resize that inside the software. Here's the leather patches. They have the adhesive already on the back. You can buy these online, really cheap. I think I ordered a bulk of them, so I got like 144 of them or something. So they're 3 inches wide by 2 inches tall. So just a little bit smaller than a business card. And I've done some trial and error, messing around with it to see like what heat works best, how long should I press it for, those types of things. So I've got my hat press set on 310, and I believe it's 30 seconds. We'll double check that when we get over there. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send this image. I've already loaded a patch on my engraver. I'm going to send this image over, and let's see what happens. Throw on my safety glasses that do come with the machine. And it looks like I'm going to have to move the patch down just a little bit. As I said, it's trial and error. You can see I have some tape on my base, and all that is a piece of 2-foot by 2-foot marble tile, just so I have a good flat solid base for my laser engraver. I bought it at Lowe's, the tile. It wasn't very expensive, so I put some painter's tape on there for points of reference to lay my patch on. Now, obviously, as the image size changes, so will the layout. So I may have to move my layout a little bit. We'll see. It looks like just maybe the tail went down into the stitching area. We'll see what it looks like. Looks like it might need to move down and over just a hair. I'm sure it would be just fine, but all right, so it completed, and it does need to move down and over just a hair. And I'm going to get a marker real quick and mark exactly where I had that. I'm not marking on my marble, I'm marking on my tape. So I can always take that up and start all over. So it looks like it could come down about 3/8 of an inch and over about 3/8 of an inch, which is right on the edge. So let's go ahead and remove that. You can see where it ended up. I kind of like to have that in the center. It did a really nice job on the engraving. Find me good. There we go. Nice and sharp and clean. So let's go ahead and reload another patch. And all I have to do is, once I lay that leather patch down there, is go back over here to my software and send to the machine again. And it gives you a 5-second countdown before it starts. So if you didn't have your safety glasses on, it gives you 5 seconds to put them on. And I can already tell much better placement than what it was before. So depends on your image. When you change your image, and yeah, you can change your image size in the software. It's pretty simple. It allows you to do that every time you set up a new image. So and sometimes I just use scrap, but these patches are so cheap. It's probably just as cheap, if not cheaper, to use the patches to set it up than it is scrap leather. Ended up with a real sharp image there. So it looks fairly centered. We'll let it finish up here. And this is just a 5-watt laser engraver. It's not very expensive. I know it's under $250. I believe I purchased this on Amazon. Not too hard to put together if you follow the directions. It was easier to go on YouTube and watch a video of somebody putting one of them together than it was to really follow the directions. Alright, so I finished that one up. There's the finished product. Much better. You can see that tail is up from the bottom edge from the first time. So let's go ahead and move over to the workbench, to the heat press, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, so I've got an inexpensive hat press here. Again, I believe I got this off of Amazon. It was under, I'm going to say around $120. But It's adjustable. It comes with two hat platens, one for a large hat, one for a small hat. It has the spring tensioner holder on it, so you can slide your hat in that holder, that tensioner, and it pulls it down nice and snug, nice and tight. And now it seems to be a lot of the designs that they're coming out with. They put their patch off to one side instead of in the center. So that's what we're going to try today. I'm going to place my patch in the center of the right hand, looking ahead on the right hand side. Now, they have all kinds of suggestions. If you go online and watch and look, they have all kinds of suggestions of what to put over this instead of heating it directly onto the heated part up here. So I tried some different things, just did some little experiments. I tried wax paper, didn't work. The wax paper wanted to stick to the surface of the leather. So it didn't come with anything with the machine or the patches. So what I found was, as I kept doing some experimenting with it, let me get my camera turned around there. As I did some experimenting with it, it seemed like this glossy, like poster board stuff worked pretty good. So this is just the piece that came out from the front of the hat. So I turned the glossy part over, facing the patch, and you can watch to make sure your patch doesn't move on you. Pull it down. Again, I'm 320 degrees or 310 degrees, and I've got a 20-second timer set for the machine. So the machine will go count down 20 seconds at 310 degrees. It'll go ahead and alert you. You can take it off. Pull off your piece of poster board or whatever you end up using to cover that with. Lift the spring up. And there's the finished product. Let that cool. And it's ready to wear. I found that at this temperature and that time, it does a really good job of pressing that onto that hat. Now, these already come with a adhesive, a heat adhesive on the back. So they're pre-adhesive, so they're ready to go when you get them. All you got to do is laser your image on there and then press it on the hat. Turn the power off on that. Let that cool down. All right, so we've got a finished product. I don't know how well you can see. Looks like you can see okay. So again, did that little off to the side move, just for a different layout, different design. You can make anything, you can put anything on there that you want. You can make these specific custom for someone, their company or whatever, their family name, whatever you want to put on it. So quick, easy, very low cost. There's places on the internet where you can buy hat blanks. They're just plain hats like this one, and this one's nice. It's got the Velcro on the back, on the strap. and you can buy them for less than $2 a piece. So the patches come out to just pennies a piece. So you've got less than $3 in a custom hat that you could probably sell for 20 bucks. So works great. It's quick. It's fairly easy. The software's free. Low cost to get started with a laser engraver, under 250. A heat press, a hat press for under 120 bucks. So it's not a huge investment, but you can make your money back very quick. And this is something you can do on the spot. So as long as you had electricity to plug into, and it's all 110, you could go for it at festivals and things like that, and set up and sell these custom hats. So I appreciate you coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back and check out next week's video. Go back and check out some of my old videos. There's over 250 of them on there on YouTube, so check them out. See what you think. I would appreciate it. If you would like to, please comment on this. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Don't cost you a thing. So, as I always say, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.